This summer, I'm moving from Roblox to Godot, and this is the first game I'm making which is a first-person shooter in which the guns are random objects. I'm moving from Roblox Studio because I eventually got fed up with Roblox's recent changes and decided that Godot was the right place to move on to. The idea for these wacky weapons actually came from a YouTuber whose videos made me realise how fun a game like this could be. I figured I'd make another 3D FPS as my first Godot project because I'd already spent the last 2 years making Criminal Empire in Roblox, which is my previous game, so making another 3D FPS shouldn't be too drastic of a transition when moving to Godot. The first thing I learned was version control. I did this so I can revert back to a previous game build if I were to mess something up, or to go get something which I deleted, which happened very often and isn't exactly ideal. I'm still quite new to Godot compared to my time in Roblox, so I've been leaning heavily on some amazing resources, all of which are linked in the description for anyone else looking to learn. My first goal was to create a quick environment and a basic player. One thing that did surprise me was that by default you can't even look around using a mouse. All I had to do was create a function that picks up when the player moves their mouse, and then turn the camera left, right, up, and down, and then we clamp the camera, meaning the player can't look too far up or down, so they can't do backflips or something. Now that the player isn't just spinning around aimlessly, let's give them something to hold. In Blender, I've modelled exactly one donut and a fire alarm for Criminal Empire, my previous game, so naturally I thought making a weapon would be pretty easy. I chose to make this cork gun first because it's just what I think of when I imagine a game like this. So, after making whatever that was, I decided to up my game with this instead. At the moment, I'm not sure if I should keep this player model or not. Currently it's just some toilet paper, so let me know if you have any ideas. However, one good thing that came from this is that I figured out how to create hands for the first time, which also means I finally get to animate fingers. Actually wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be. So far, the worst part yet about my first Godot project has been trying to figure out how to get animations to work between Blender and Godot. I had to redo the cork gun skeleton about 3 times before I finally figured out that I wasn't applying all the transforms correctly, which caused this. I did get it all working eventually after some trial and error, and it's funny to think that I thought this would be the easiest part since I'm the most familiar with it. Now that I had a working view model, I created an actual map for the game. As I was making the first level, something that I didn't know was the fact that there's this object in Godot called CSG boxes, which I used to prototype the level, but they aren't actually great for performance, and that I should be using meshes instead. So what I did was that I had to painstakingly replace every box with a new cube mesh, which then fixed the performance, thankfully. During editing, I found out that I could have just converted these CSG boxes rather than replace them, making that a great use of my time. I don't really know how to do good level design, to be honest. I mostly just throw together whatever I come up with as I'm making it, which is what I've been doing since I started game development, this game development hobby. And it has worked well for me so far, I think. I don't know, no one plays my games. Now that I had a working view model, I followed this tutorial, which gave a really clean way of adding weapons to the player, and was already 10 times better than what I could come up with back in Roblox. Once I finished my weapon, I went out on a trip for 2 days, and so I took the project with me thanks to version control, which allowed me to work on my game across devices such as my phone, so I managed to throw together a quick mobile port. While I still have a long way to go with wacky weapons, which is what I'm going to call it for now, might change. So far I have learned how to create a toilet paper character with a gun in Godot. Couldn't have wanted anything better. Alright, this serves as a pilot for my future video. This serves as a pilot for what my future videos may look like, so if this interests you, then engage in any way you like, whether that's commenting, liking, or subscribing. It means a lot, and if you do comment, I'll make sure to read them. I've also had the idea of creating a Roblox port of wacky weapons, so comment if you want to see that at some point. And thank you for watching, stay tuned for the next video, I'll be posting more videos on my other channel in the meantime. See ya!